Hello everybody, my name is Dallas Blanton and welcome to this episode of Shark Tech. I have with me today the brand new GoPro Hero 6. And it was my original intention actually to shoot some footage with it of its varying frame rates, resolutions, and fields of view to give you guys that to look at because that's what we all use YouTube for, right? To peep the specs of new cameras. Well, I had a huge roadblock when I got home when I tried to edit the footage, and that changed my mind entirely about what to make this video about. I want to go ahead and put the information out there about this GoPro that I'm not seeing in too many other places, and hopes that maybe you come across this video and are at least well aware of some changes that have happened with it before you go buy it. Okay, and here's what it is. GoPro has changed the codec with which it shoots. Now, if you don't know a lot about video files, it's still a .mp4 file, so the file format's still the same. The meat of it, the codec we call it, has changed. It's something a little bit different. The GoPros have always shot with what's called a H.264 codec, and it's gotten us along all this time just fine when the world revolved around HD. But the world's starting to revolve around UHD, and so we need a different codec to basically keep pace with that. And so they have made an H.265 codec, or as it's called, HEVC codec. It's not terribly different from the H.264. It's roughly the same quality, but it's able to shoot that same quality at smaller file sizes. Basically, that's putting it simple. And it does take a little bit more power, from what I'm gathering, for your computer to edit files of this format. I've been reading a lot of reports that suggest you better look out, because if your computer's not fast enough, it might have trouble with this file format, whereas it didn't with the footage from the Hero 4, which was still shooting H.264. Now, if you only use your GoPro with your cell phone, say you shoot your action videos and then send them straight to Instagram from your phone, that's all you ever plan on doing, you don't need to hear what I'm about to say. But if you go home and edit your footage on a computer, you're probably going to want to hear this. When it comes to Windows, you're probably going to be all right now, because Windows has had support for H.265 for some time now. And I also have read that Adobe supports it fully, so you don't have too much to worry about. But the same cannot be said about the Mac. Apple has actually only supported H.265 on their operating system since High Sierra came out, and operating system 11 for the phone. So I actually hadn't upgraded to that yet. I just kind of been putting it off. And plus, I edit a lot of work projects with Final Cut, so I didn't need it to go out, which it usually stops working as soon as I upgrade to a new operating system for a few weeks. I couldn't have that happen right now. But after I bought the GoPro, I was like, well, I've got to do this. And so, of course, as soon as I upgraded, Final Cut Pro would not work. I had to update it. And then, of course, Final Cut still would not recognize the files, but my operating system would. I could then open them in QuickTime, and QuickTime would play them. So High Sierra does have support for H.265, but Final Cut, as of now, as of the time of me making this video, it does not support it. But here's the strangest part about it. iMovie does. So for now, if I really want to use the new slow motion features for the GoPro Hero 6, I'm personally stuck using iMovie. You can, of course, convert all the files with your favorite file converter, but that's just too many steps for me. So I'm hoping very soon that Apple releases support for this new codec, because otherwise it's just adding steps to my workflow, and I'm not really a fan. But that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to let you know about. I hope that this information might help someone either save some time or at least prep themselves for a little bit of heartache. This is what happens as cameras progress. You know, I've had this laptop for 3 or 4 years now, and it's always been super powerful. But this is one of those things. I'm starting to realize that it is getting outdated, and it's about time to upgrade. That's what buying the new GoPro Hero 6 has taught me. Time to upgrade my computer. Guys, let me know how your GoPro Hero 6 experience goes, and I'll see you on the next one.
Hey, I'm a shark with a top hat, and I think you should subscribe. Go ahead, hit the button. I'll wait. Okay, bye.